What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I was surfing through Twitter, right? Just looking through CRO, comments and tweets and everything, and I saw something about comparing it to BNB. Now, I've done a video talking about BNB a while ago and where it could get to and all of that at a very basic level. And I wanted to kind of break this down a little bit more because I saw a tweet that said, look, I believe that CRO can pass BNB. What do you think? And there was definitely a lot of conversation that was happening within it where people were like, I don't believe it because look at the market cap that BNB is at. CRO has never reached that market cap. You haven't even seen it at a certain level. Look at the circulating supply. There was a lot of arguments against it, and I'm definitely for the ability to get to that level. However, I do believe BNB is very strong and it's not going to stay the same. It's not going to be worth less unless something happens to Binance and you see all of these things that kind of go back and forth and, what comes out of Binance's coin, all right? Because that's Binance coin. So if you see, Binance get in a heap of trouble, and then people are, getting out of BNB because they don't want to be associated with it. Well, that's, they could decrease that price and you could see Kronos pass BNB, maybe not by market cap, but by value if that does happen. So I wanted to kind of get into a discussion here about passing BNB and if it's possible, what's the percentage chance that we will see that happen? And if it does end up happening, what are we looking at by market cap, by price? Are we looking at a massive price increase for CRO? Are we looking at a massive price decrease for BNB? Let's talk about it. So guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter at Perry8K, you can follow me over there. Don't forget about some of the other links that are down there for crypto.com, for Coinbase, for Webull, for KuCoin. All of those that are down below, those are referral links, and they will definitely help me out because I get a kickback, you get a kickback, and I feel like it's going to be a win-win situation, not just for that, but also for the fact that you spread your crypto to different exchanges and don't get caught up in some situation that, any exchange could collapse. And I hope that all exchanges succeed because I want to see crypto succeed, but you never really know. So protect your investments. Anyways, let's talk about Kronos. Let's talk about BNB. If we look at Kronos, currently it's at 6 cents or 7 cents, really. We're seeing this at a $1.7 billion market cap with 25.2 billion coins available. You also have BNB that's at a $314 price with a $49.7 billion market cap, literally like 49 times or 50 times what CRO is at if I'm looking at the first number, not saying the 1.7 because obviously that's a different factor there. You're probably looking at 25x increase in market cap. The volume that you see is $451 million. Circulating supply, you're looking at 157 million, which does continually decrease. Now, both of them are great for one reason, right? Both of them are deflationary positions, right? They have a deflationary model, deflationary aspect to them that make them more valuable as time goes on. Now, CRO, not really much of a standard or a consistent deflationary aspect to it or deflationary model to it to where you're seeing burns that are consistently happening. We do see burns, but they're not at the level to where it's like, oh, we're doing quarterly burns, we're doing this much a percentage of certain revenue or whatever. We're not seeing that many burns that are going through. We never know what could happen. Anything could happen. But they have had a deflationary model to where they burned off 70% of their supply. So who's to say that they can't do it again? Now, that's not consistency, though. That's the thing. It's not consistency. For BNB, it's a different story. They have a quarterly burn. They have burns that are going on consistently so that they decrease the supply down to what they said they want to get it to, which is 100 million coins. Now, if they get it to 100 million coins, it increases the value of BNB by so much. If you have, CRO, which is not doing a consistent burn, well, now you don't have that ability to, increase the price by burning down the supply. And if they surprise us with something, then that's what ends up getting very, very interesting. What if they surprise us with a 90% burn, 90% of their current supply? that's where you're like, oh, well, now it has the ability to surpass it. So that's where you get into these conversations and saying, can it pass this level? Because if you're looking at a $314 price at a 49 or $50 billion market cap, if CRO was to get to a $300 price, it would be a ridiculous market cap. A $1 price is a $25 billion market cap. So literally to get to the same market cap that BNB is at right now, it would be a $2 price, which would be a $50 billion market cap. And so seeing the difference between $2 at a $50 billion market cap and 314 at a $50 billion market cap, well, now you're like, can CRO really surpass BNB? And that's where you have to factor in a lot, right? You factor in what's the growth potential for CRO, what's the growth potential for BNB. BNB has a lot of growth potential, right? It's being used heavily within the chain, within the Binance Smart Chain, and everything that you tend to buy, you use BNB for, right? You're using it as a form of payment in order to make these transactions. You're using it in order to create new coins, and new coins are being created on that. Now you also have the Chronos chain, which the Chronos chain, there's a lot of projects that are being created as well. Chronos is being used for that to make these purchases and everything there. So it's not a bad thing to have that happen. Both of them are doing the same thing. It's just Binance is doing it at a significantly higher level. So can it, right? Can it get to those levels, right? With all these things that I've just laid out, can it get to those levels? Honestly, it can, right? There's a possibility to surpass BNB. And the way that that happens, there's multiple ways that this could happen. One, Binance gets in trouble, BNB people decide to, back off from it, invest into Ethereum or invest into another play, another project. You see that happen where Binance comes down in price, comes down in market cap, comes down in value, and then you see CRO that increases in value because of the transparency that they do have, the burning that they could have, also the use cases that they are developing, and something that could get a lot bigger and be worth, hundreds of billions of dollars. Now, that would you still have a significant difference between the supplies. You still have a difference where it's like, this is hundreds of millions and this is tens of billions. So you have to decrease that supply in order to get to that level. But it definitely can get there. And honestly, I do believe that CRO or crypto.com is going to surprise us with massive burns consistently. Something through play to earn games, something through, a chronoverse, something through just a fact that you have the revenue to do so and make CRO more valuable. That's something that I can see them doing. And that's what makes it very, very interesting for me on the CRO side. It's the unknown is what makes it insanely interesting because we don't know what they're going to do. Binance, we know that they're doing a quarterly burn. We know that they want to get to 100 million. CRO, we don't know what they're doing, right? We know all the different details of different projects that are being launched, but we don't know on the burn side, we don't know on a supply side what they really want. And it could be huge. That's why a lot of people are interested in this project over BNB. I'm not saying that BNB is more CRO is more valuable right now than BNB. Obviously, it's not. You're looking at a $49 billion or $50 billion market cap versus a $1.7 billion market cap. And people are flocking to this play a lot more than they would flock to, CRO. They're flocking to CRO more than they would flock to BNB because people are invested in there for consistency, but the unknown is what makes it interesting. That's why this conversation happens. Can CRO surpass BNB, right? You have different things that are on Twitter to where they're like, many people are asking why CRO hasn't skyrocketed like BNB. Well, many people don't know or doesn't seem to remember BNB traded sideways for endless months too. You can see how this has traded at lower levels. Maybe I don't really know what the prices were, but very, very low. And then you could see it jump over 200, jump over 600 or at 600. Now, can we expect that from CRO? No. I don't expect it right now. But I definitely think it can happen. The percentage chance of it passing BNB, in my opinion, is probably, maybe less than 10%. But the point is that if it can compete, it makes it a better situation either way. With that endless goal to get to BNB like levels and always compete with BNB, it makes it more valuable as time goes on. People are not set for CRO to $1, CRO to $4, CRO to $10. They're set for CRO to beat BNB. And then if it doesn't happen, and when it does happen, right, people are like, all right, well, I got to my goal, we accomplished our goal. But what if it doesn't happen? Then the competition continues, and it just makes that a little bit stronger. So is it worth more in the long run? It really all depends. I would say no. I hold both. I hold BNB and I hold CRO. I hold more in CRO than I hold in BNB. But BNB is for consistency. CRO is for the unknown. So, anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think about this, because I'm definitely interested to hear a lot of comments about whether whether CRO can surpass BNB, or whether BNB will come back down to the CRO level. What do you think about all of this? I really am interested. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next video.